Hi, Maria and friend. So I heard that you might be interested in some of my little paintings, my illustrations. I'll show you some. If you feel the need something else on them, just let me know and I can add more. Some of them I might maybe like to do a little bit more work on, but if you let me know which one you quite like, then I know which one to give my special attention to the next time I'm here, which might be as soon as September, because I'm probably photographing a wedding in London in September, and I've got some private yoga students who want to do a 1 week intensive yoga challenge with me. It's going to be all personalized, it's all one-on-one students. So anyway, let's get to the artwork. We have this one. How about I don't talk and you can just look? I like how they're flying through time. I think it's lovely. It's sort of meant to be dreamy. That's why the coloring is more blue. It's meant to be sort of something that maybe happens at night in a blue light. But it could also be cold and snowy and wintry. Okay, then we have one that I feel I would like to add something else to, but I also think it's nice as it is. Here you have a very rare feature of lady little men, which are lady little women. And here are the dumpster divers. They're just all playing around with a fun succulent tree in the background. And look at them. In fact, to be honest, I think they're all quite genderless. I call them little men, but see, like these guys here, for example, I feel like they're gender fluid. And with that, we're right on trend. Oh God. Not allowed to say that. I don't think it's a trend. Honestly, I take it very serious. Ouch. I'm gonna have to edit this. Here we have one that I feel like it could do with more narrative, more story still. So we have the creatures coming in, kind of menacing and a little bit naughty and cheeky. They're always kind of poking their nose in things. So they're kind of, for me, they're sort of dream creatures. They kind of come from the shadows sometimes and they poke you a little, but they're not mean. They're just a little cheeky. Okay, so then we have these guys. And do I have a title on it? No, no title right now, but it's about the value of friendship. I won't say any more, I'll show you. And this, just in case you hadn't noticed yet, it's a wallet. You know, like one of those that you clip shut at the top? Here, you see? These two, they just clip together and then it's closed. Okay, so next one, right? Also in my apartment I have wings because we need wings. Then I have this one and I really like this one, and for some reason I haven't yet found somebody else who loves it. So I keep working at it and I keep adding more and it's becoming busier and busier. And I think it's getting close. I just feel like there's one color missing. And let's see what you think. Is this just an autumn scene? Or maybe a sort of weird dream worldy kind of scene with these giant fruit. Here, have a look. So here we have all these guys and girls, and like look at him here with his clever haircut, holding some kind of ball things. You know, in Asia there are these fruits and they look just like this. They're just these little balls at the end of sticks. That's where that idea came from. And there's a similar kind of plant in California where I'm going. It's got these balls for some reason hanging off it. Again, you have these creature guys. They're hanging out here, being all like, ooh, what's going on here? Okay, so. And you have him being friendly to the little ones. And a forest of spoons, just because, why not? Let's see if we have anything else. So generally I paint the sides too. And there's not always something on there, like you see here. But sometimes there's a little surprise, but not here. So sometimes I put a little teacup on the side. Okay, so there's one I've put in here to try out, but I prefer them not in a frame. Sorry, I keep looking at myself instead of you. It's difficult to remember to look at the little green light up there rather than at my own smiling face. Okay, here's one more. And here goes. Should I have said something first to introduce it? It's sort of finding your way. Okay. Here's one of my little teacups with my signature in it. And then you have these lampposts and signposts. Sort of, I'll stop talking. So they also like some things I quite like. So sometimes when something is a little unfinished, so like this area, it's showing previous layers of colors. So I like it when there's something going on. It's not totally perfect. You know, here you've got the teapot. Oh, I forgot to put sky behind it. With the balloon. Good. And so all these signs are saying things like, where to? Here, there. There. And then this one's of course in English, so I don't have to read it to you. The direction, it starts here. Direction. Yes, local, here. Very welcome. So I can always add a couple more signs in Spanish if you like. I like that it's sort of a medley of, oh, there's a journey somewhere. We don't quite know where are we? We're here, we're going there. So I travel a lot, and so I kind of really like the idea of having something that's all about travel, and it's a little dreamy because again we have this sort of forest situation with the spoons. I don't know why I like spoons so much. I like eating with spoons more than forks. They're soft and round and friendly. So yeah, I like this guy's hairdo. It's one of my favorites. So yeah. Oh yeah, and here's a I don't know what you call them. It's on the ground, a manhole cover. Underneath it is where you can go down. So I sort of like, it reminds me of Snakes and Ladders. It's an English game where if you go in the wrong spot, you go down. If you go in another spot, you go up. So sometimes I have ladders in my pictures too. And this one could be a spot where maybe you go into the underworld. Okay, so they're just imaginative, fun little things. I have a few more, but I was thinking, so see, the deal is they take a long time to make. You wouldn't think it when you look at them. I will spend, if I get it right the first time round and everything is like totally down, it will take me about 14 hours. It seems like a lot when you think a little quick doodle will take only half an hour, right? But they take time to develop, and it takes time to very carefully put on the layers of the colors. And then some of them have many layers of colors, and so sometimes they take even longer. So I'll show you something, let's see. Yes, it's actually this one. This one was all kinds of things before, but then it kind of builds up, and I start getting an idea. And the idea grows more and more rich. This one at first only had the creatures, and then I painted extra things in with the creatures. So the people came, and then I thought, oh, the people are not enough. And then I thought, oh, I really like pumpkins and pears and this whole autumn theme. And I like things being like Alice in Wonderland, so like all wrong sizes. Some things are much bigger and much smaller. So this is how this sort of developed. It had completely different colors at one point. I mean, this yellow was pretty much always there, but then other things happened. Yeah, so they grow. They get more and more. So you wouldn't believe that this has already taken me, I'm not exaggerating when I say it took me 8 hours. I think it was over 10. And it's just because, you know, I paint around the lines, and then I'm very careful filling in the hands, like putting the fingers inside the lines to not ruin it. I think it's probably not the quickest way, and the pieces on the canvas just take really long, but I also really enjoy making them. And this is where the problem is with the pricing. So I've sold them in the past for £85 for finished ones. So completely, I'm 100% that's done. And they would have taken me 14 hours, some of them longer. So 18 hours is not unusual, that something takes 18 hours. £85. But as you might know, I've given Maria a very special price. I think a very special price. So I cannot give that kind of price again. Have a chat with Maria, find out what she paid for two. It's a little tricky. I would let go of one for that, plus postage. It can be posted to you anytime while I'm away, but of course I cannot continue working on it until I'm back. So you can decide. You can now maybe you could put a payment now, and I continue working on it the next time I'm here, and that way you have secured your artwork. You will then have placed a commission. So to place a commission, you pay the artist, and then the artist goes and creates something. But you're already seeing what I'm working with. So that's an option. The other way around, if you're waiting for me to finish them first, that can take a long time. Because I have a lot of priorities, and because these are not a good source of income for me. As I said, I spend so many hours. I tend to put them off. But if I do them without a commission, I charge a higher price also. Just because I'm putting in time and I don't know if it will pay back. That sort of thing. So have a chat with Maria, what she paid for two. I would make an exception and let you have one for this price. And as I said, in the past I've sold them for £85 and £75. But these big ones have always gone for £85. Unless I was nice and gave somebody a discount, which I've been known to do. So there we are. I'm going to send this to just you. And then later, once I've edited my little glitch, because that was not politically correct, when I've edited it, then I'll put it on Facebook and everyone can see it. Okay. One last time. Okay. To clarify, I will add more work on them as needed. And the creative decision will of course be mine, because that's what you want. You want the artist's ideas. But if you have a very special request, like you would like a little sign with your name on it, or a little sign that says Bom dia. Hang on, that's Portuguese. Yeah, so let's say you really wanted an apple in here as well. Then I would probably find a place to put an apple for you. Or maybe you would like just one thing extra. I will put it there for you. But only one thing. Because it's very time consuming and I would like to integrate my little ideas and hopefully make you happy. There you go. So, I would be delighted to continue working on one of these for you. Let me know which one you would like, and let me know if you would like to pay a little bit less and make it a commission. you will need to be patient. It will take me a while because I'm not here for a few months. Or if you would like to just wait until I'm done with them and then probably pay a little bit more. So you've heard my prices. I hope it's okay for you, and I hope you enjoyed seeing them as much as I love making them. Here's one more of my artworks. This one's very expensive. And then here we have my sheep. Yeah, so that's all that. It was nice to meet you. Thank you, Maria, for introducing us. Take care. Bye.